Hi guys, welcome to the Woman Agenda. This is obviously Raj, your host and founder. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. And we are going to be talking. We have so much to cover, so much to talk about. We will be talking about our new music act, Twin, and the music Twin Sisters. We're talking about that um, coming up. I just want to mention the reason why I've not done many videos recently is because mentally and physically I've not been right, unfortunately. You've seen I'm doing a few interviews, but I've not done as many videos as I usually do. And the reason is simple and simple. Mentally and physically, I've not been focused. I've not been right. And the reason for that is, as you guys know, this is my hobby. I love doing this every week. But my main profession obviously is in the office. I work for a company, but there has been some problems, issues there, which has which is affecting me and has made that stress which I've not had for so many years come back. Obviously, I've had anxiety, I've had stress, I've had sleepless nights, and have had to drink 4 cups of coffee per day. I did think about drinking some energy drinks and stuff, but I've tried them previously when I did have stress so many years back. It does not worked. So then when I got an email from Magic Mind and they said, we have something here which reduces stress. So I went on to the Magic Mind website. I checked it out, and it looked good. And I said, okay, let's do this. So I tried the Magic Mind, small bottles, and I'm like, what these bottles gonna do? This is very small, the miniature. I'm used to having these massive energy drinks and stuff, and magic cups of coffee. But I was yawning and stuff, so I thought, okay, let's give it a try. They said try it for try at least 3 bottles and stuff. Then tell us what you think. I tried it, and to my amaze, I've stopped yawning. I'm not stressing now. I'm feeling more focused, and it's improved myself mentally. I'm more mentally on the job, like I usually am. So it's reduced my fatigue, reduced my stress, which I've been wanting to do. I've been doing Tai Chi for that reason, but obviously I'm still getting stress, but that's helped my stress. My stress is less now. Feeling more energy, feeling that extra kick, which I usually have. And I need the kick seems to have come back. The amazing thing about Magic Mind with this is, which I've noticed, they have this special herb. This herb, which I love herbs, and being Asian, that's something which we integrate all the time. We'd always love talking about herbs, and this herb is called rhodiola. Hopefully, I pronounce this right, because I'm not good at my pronunciation. It's rhodiola rosea. So rhodiola rosea is called. It's a herb. It's a very, very great herb which helps reducing stress and and improves mental endurance, which is exactly what I need. Now, the fantastic thing with this product is, and you will notice this, and you can tell me if you've not if this is not helped you with stress and other mental endurance and so much more. This Magic Mind product does. If you can tell us, because we've seen it help so many others in this. You will see the Kardashians, how is Magic Mind has helped them. The famous ones with the reality show. And what do you do? How do you get the discounts? You get the discount through the Woman Agenda podcast. Like, it helps female artists or music artists. We help you with the massive discount, which you can only have here, only on the Woman Agenda podcast. It's magicmind.com/woman agenda. That's magicmind.com/woman agenda. The special link which you need to follow. So don't go to magicmind.com. Just go to magicmind.com/woman agenda. Enter this special code, which is Raj 20. That's Romeo Alpha Juliet. The code on your on here on the screen. Raj 20. Enter the code in and get your limited 56% off. That's right. No, I'm not joking. Limited 56% off your first subscription and 20% off a one-time purchase with the unique this code, unique Raj20 code. Yeah. So that's magicmind.com/woman agenda. Enter this special code Raj20 for your 56% off your subscription and 20% off your one-time purchase with this special code. And you will see the benefits on there. Now I've been drinking 4 cups of coffee. I have reduced this to 3 now, and I'm not feeling the urge. I'm a caffeine guy. I drink caffeine, tea, coffee all day long when I'm working. But now I'm drinking it only 3 times per day, which is better for me because I'm drinking something which is natural, no added preservatives, no added ingredients. Everything is natural with Magic Mind, and it helps you. And you will see the benefits when you drink this. You will see the benefits straight away kicking in, and after you've had the third bottle, you'll be there laughing all the way to the bank. You'll be loving it like I'm loving it. Yeah, we are here today with us very special guest, a very talented country singer, Taylon Hope. How are you today, Taylon?
I'm great. How are you today?
Fantastic, not too bad, thank you. And I'm sure everyone knows what we do here on a Woman Agenda. But if anybody who doesn't, obviously, it's Raj, your host. We obviously promote female talent, especially in music, country music. A lot in country music, rock as well recently, and in other areas as well. And obviously try to promote with interviews. Going to hopefully do some live recording soon and that kind of stuff. And yeah, and obviously I've been reading on your website, and which is very very interesting. Which we will put on here as well. We'll just put it on. This is your official website.
Yes, that's it.
Uh, TaylonHopeMusic.com, very in depth. It tells everything about you. You've already had such a amazing career, and I'm thinking, obviously, I'm not going to ask you your age because we are always told you never ask a woman her age. Um, and I'm a firm believer of that, so I'm not going to do that. But uh, I thought you just probably just joined music maybe recently. But when I'm looked at your career, you've been singing for quite a while now.
Yeah.
So it's been incredible journey, and so it mentions that you've been started to sing when you were about 4 years old.
Yes. I was about 4. I grew up in North Carolina, and we moved to Nashville when I was 12 to work more with my producer and do everything and perform. And I just turned 18 in May, so been at it for a while. It's been awesome. I love it, and Nashville's really welcomed me as an artist as well. So it's been great.
I'm totally shocked now. I'm speechless. I'm totally speechless when you said when you just confirmed how old you are and you've been singing for such a long time. It's like that's incredible. That is. We've chatted to a lot of obviously talented female artists, but I don't think anyone who's already been singing for such a long time but is so young still is very very young. That's incredible. So, what made you sing when you were 4 years old, and what was the the thing which said, I want to sing?
Yeah, I started singing in my church with my mom and my nana. My nana had always sung, and I just started singing in the car when I was really little. And ever since then, I just kind of just picked it up. I guess it kind of is in the family. I was always around music, and I grew up in a small town in North Carolina where bluegrass music was very, very popular and dancing and everything like that. So I was around music all the time, and I sang verse when I was like in public when I was 4 in church, and then just went from there. So
Yeah, I mean, I can't even remember what I was doing when I was 4, but I not many people can, I don't think even as far as even I remember, obviously people who I grew up with and other kids at a similar age when they were 4, a lot of people are just busy playing with their toys as a toddler, and you know what I mean, and nobody's even thinking about doing anything as a career or or they
yeah,
interested in anything until about age of what 11, 12, or something like that, and then you decide, but then you probably change about 4 or 5 times. You change, okay, I want to be a police, or I want to be a doctor or whatever,
right.
and then you change it about 2 or 3 times until you get to about 16, 17, and he's studying,
Mm.
uh, and he started to study something like that, usually, but you were 100% certain you wanted to be a singer when you were that small? So, is the voice coming through?
Oh, you're there now. I lost you for
Yeah.
a second.
Okay. Yeah. So I was gonna say is, were you 100% certain, even though you were singing when you were 4, that you wanted to be 100% singer, or were you like you liked singing and then you weren't certain?
Yeah, I always wanted to do it and pursue the music career and everything because it was something I loved to do and was something I felt like, um, God put into my life for a reason, and I've always just done it, and it's really led some great opportunities into my life. And I grew up watching like country singers, just wanted to be like them. I grew up watching Carrie Underwood a lot, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I'm actually starting college here in like a week in Nashville. So I'm going to college and doing all that too. So I've always kind of had the dream of um, doing music, but also having like my school education as well. So it's definitely busy, but it's really cool. I get to do both, and my parents have allowed me to have that opportunity as well. It's really awesome.
Yeah, wow. So definitely you must be really, like you said, you must be really busy there then. Um, Being a singer, uh, you've already, like you mentioned, that's obviously a massive artist in Kerry, and obviously I can see on the website you've mentioned other, like you mentioned Dolly as well, who's probably one of the few which started country music, in a big way.
Mm.
uh, and we'll talk a little bit about some stuff you were doing as well. But yeah, so was it 2014? Was that officially the time when you released your music?
Yes, I released my first like EP or album um in 2000. I think it was like mid 2014. So I was, I guess, around 9. So pretty young. But yeah,
Wow,
I've been in the studio since I was probably 7 or 8 just recording different stuff. I did like a little album from my hometown of like a bunch of gospel songs that I put out, and my family still has some copies of that. But yeah, I've been at it for, I guess it seems like a long time because it has been my whole life. So
wow. And I'm sure your parents must have been totally stunned when they saw, like, our
yeah,
kid is so small, and she's totally into music, wants to be a singer. That's
yeah,
incredible.
been great to support it. They've enjoyed the traveling and going around and doing it too, and they really like
Yeah.
Nashville. They've
So,
been offered it.
so So are you like assigned to? So you are assigned to a record label, or are you doing it yourself?
I'm working on getting publishing right now since I just turned 18. That's what me and my publicist and team are working me to get like pitched to right now. So that's like the next step is a label. So hopefully in the next year or two, that would be my goal is to be on a good label with my music that really supports me and gets there, and that would be the dream for sure. So we'll see.
Wow. That is yeah, absolutely, that's very incredible. And you were mentioning that obviously about your faith, so faith plays an important role in your life.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, I grew up in church and um,
Wow.
just always been number one in my life. So, um, yeah, it's really important to me. I write a lot of songs about it, and it's just the one thing that's really, it is a hard industry sometimes, and it's definitely gotta have strong faith to be able to get through it and know who you are and stay strong in your beliefs and stuff. So I think that's really important to have.
Yeah, definitely. It does obviously faith is if you're if you do have your faith, then I guess that does help oneself in whatever you want to do.
Yes,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, you've done already lots of stuff, and it's hard to figure out what to exactly talk about. But obviously, you worked with a Grammy Award and nominated producer Ken Wells in
yeah.
2016. And how was that like? And how did you approach him, or how did that happen?
Yeah, I actually got a call from a guy in Nashville who heard my music, who wanted me to come audition, and it happened to be Kent, and they're actually like family friends of ours still to this day. They're amazing, and I got connected with Kent, and he's still my producer. He produces a lot of my songs still, and he's worked with several huge country artists. He's done stuff with Reba, Keith Whitley. He's records all of and produces all of Dolly's stuff, and it was just incredible that young getting to be with someone who's been in the industry so long and have believe in me and what I was doing. It was really awesome for me. He's awesome. He's great. He's a great, talented person. So,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, someone who's been working with such a massive acts like Dolly and stuff, and you're working with them at
yeah,
such a early time. That's incredible. That is, yeah, definitely. That's yeah, that's does it look like even though do you have to like pinch yourself sometimes and think, is this really happening?
for
Uh,
sure. Happens
because it's
a lot.
like yeah,
It's
yeah,
definitely because you dream of playing these places. Like I got to about a year and a half ago, I got to play at the Ryman Auditorium here in Nashville and open for Dolly. And I've met her several times, and I got to perform at the Grand Ole Opry stage here in Nashville. And those moments it's just really special because you've dreamed of it for so long, and when you get to do it, it's like, well, the hard work pays off eventually. So it's
yeah.
really. Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, wow. It's incredible. You've already mingled with some of the biggest acts. You're working with some of the top producers in country music, and obviously, so tell us a bit about your first single, which you released, and how did you release it? Did anybody like work with you to release a single? And
Yeah, I've released several singles throughout the years and that I've done it. I'm about to release a new one called Picket Fence coming out here soon. I'm working on a music video, and I love
okay,
singles because you can kind of put it together to make an album and make an EP and make sure you choose the right songs for it because you have your singles that you already put out. So I really like to kind of do it that way, and that's what most artists do right now in the industry. And go and build on that. But I released my first song. I think I was 9 or 10. It was called "She Prayed Anyway," and I wrote it actually with my mom and Tommy Brandt, who I worked a lot with when I was younger, in like the Christian country industry a little bit. So that was really fun, and I've released several over the years. That one was like the first song I ever wrote, like and put out when I was young. So
Yeah. Wow. That is great. So how many in total singles have you released so far then? How many has it been?
probably about I'd say maybe 16 or 17. So there's a few.
16, 17 singles. Wow.
I've
That's a
done
lot.
projects now. I'm working on a new one for the new year. Um, from songs that I wrote back like during COVID. I'm just very indecisive sometimes on what I want to put out there. So I've been trying to pick out and choose the right songs to put on this new album that I've been working on. So I'm excited for that to come out.
And how do you like decide, or are these like something which you come up with an idea you come up with and you think, okay, let's go with this, or
Yeah,
is this
it's really special because the songs are like so special to you, and you hate to like not put one on there that you really
Mm.
like. You have to choose them for the album, and it's crazy because so many artists have great songs that like you'll never hear. So I think it's really important to choose your best songs so that they'll be out there for people to hear, and people songs that people will be able to really relate to is really important.
Yeah. Hello, guys. Thank you very much for watching this live interview with another amazing female artist. And like I mentioned, the Magic Mind totally helped my life. Made sure I stayed in focus. Made sure I stayed mentally aware. The mental awareness, which is essential in doing everyday stuff. It made my mornings incredible. If you want to improve your lifestyle and make your mornings incredible, make your day special, then head over now on our special link, which is magicmind.com/woman agenda. That's magicmind.com/woman agenda. Do not forget to put the special code for all of you amazing viewers. Is enter this code. It's Raj20. That's Raj20 is the code. And do not forget it's Raj20. It just says enter code. That's not the code. So it's Raj20 is the code. Make sure you put that in, which is magicmind.com/woman agenda. We will be back very soon with another amazing female artist. Until then, take care of yourselves and have a nice day. Continuing with this video, continuing with what we were saying, like what you were saying, you've also so these singles which you release, are these based on your own life, or are they just I just basically ideas of like I want to sing about this and
A lot of them are based on my own life. About it's really cool because you can look back on songs and see how like you were feeling at that time. And I try to be as real as possible in my music because that's what I relate to. When I listen to songs, I can kind of tell if someone's really lived through that, and that's really special between like a listener and someone who puts out the music. So I really try to put my real life into the songs.
you did some working as well. I can see on the website, which, like I said, like I was mentioning, it's very, very detailed. It tells us exactly, stage by stage what you've been doing, and it was mentioning about you working in a children's hospital. And how did that happen, and what was that like?
Yeah, I've worked a lot with the Ronald McDonald House, which is an organization that houses families when one of their kids is sick. It's a place for them to like stay and be comfortable, and that's really close to the hospital. If they need to like be there pretty soon, they can be. And I've stayed at the Ronald McDonald House since I was probably 8 or 9, and I still remember kids being my age, like in the room, and me singing to them was a surreal feeling because they're my age going through this, and their families are there with them, and it's just really special because music is such a gift, and it can make someone who's having a bad day feel a lot better. And I
Yeah.
really love to give back with my music, and that's something I've always been really passionate about. And I'm about to start working with a foundation here in Nashville called Musicians on Call, which is where they'll have Nashville artists come into the hospital rooms and sing to sick patients. It can like range,
Wow.
but mainly kids. And um, yeah, they will call a musician in, and they'll just come play some songs. And that's really special. But I'm starting that at the end of the month, so I'm very excited to do that. That's one of the most rewarding things, is being able to make someone else happy with the music that you sing. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's incredible that you're already giving back so much to the children. Uh, you know, you know, because and when someone is so busy like yourself, you're studying, you're doing your music,
yeah,
you're like as you probably know, and I've spoken to loads of artists, and they say it's a 24/7 thing when you're doing music. It's like non-stop uh, thing, but you've taken time out to do for the children, so that's incredible. That's a great thing. Yeah.
I really enjoy.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, fantastic. And yeah, so you've also mentioned, obviously, you've opened up. I can see you've mentioned this as well, that you've opened up with some amazing acts. You've opened up music with them as well, and obviously one which you've mentioned, uh, which I can see you've mentioned as well. When I will get it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Susie. I think her name is Susie Bogus. And yeah, you've so you under and if you search for them, these are some incredible artists which you've opened up with as well. So how does if we could just talk about how does a 4-year-old you know promote herself and get herself that exposure where everybody's saying taking you seriously in
Yeah,
music? How does that happen? That's that step.
it's definitely in connections, and with how much you truly love it. I think I've always been really driven and dedicated to it, and I've always knew that I wanted to make it happen. So since I was young, I've always been really determined to always put
Mm.
effort into it. So I would definitely say dedication and hard work can get you really far in life. So
Yeah, and you've also won many. I can see you've won many awards, nominations already in your career, which is already incredible. So that must have been a nice feeling to get you when you won your first award, or you got your first nomination. That must have been an incredible feeling to get that.
it really was. It's really special getting an award for something you love to do and work hard for. It's really a great feeling. So
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, so obviously 2014, you won the Rising Star. At that time, like you said, you started your journey at that time, and you already got the nominate. You got the Rising Star already. So it shows that he started off really well already. I mean, so some artists, to be honest, they have to wait a few years to get a nomination.
Yeah.
So that is incredible. And so, has it always been country music? Has that always been, this is my genre, this is what I want to do, this music?
Definitely where I grew up. I grew up doing a
Yeah,
lot in bluegrass and gospel stuff, and I still love, like, I love many genres of music. I listen to pretty much everything. There's a
yeah.
lot, but definitely my favorite and what I think I'll always stick to is country. That's just kind of who I am, and what I stand for is country music. So I think that's where I'll stay.
Yeah, and are you based yourself in, are you based in Nashville yourself, or are you based somewhere else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been in Nashville for about 7 years now. Hmm.
Right. Okay. And it's obviously. Do you think there's obviously not, country music is and I would say I was mentioning this to a few artists who have gone into country music, but they're not actually from America. They're from the UK.
Hmm.
Because country music is becoming a bit of a big thing in the UK as well now, where there are some artists. There's a lot of people who are listening to country music in the UK, and there are some artists who, there's a lot of uh, girls who want to get into country music. So I think it's becoming a bit of a phenomena, country music at the moment, where it's I think expanding itself, country music, and it's not just like in one set area now. I think country music is becoming very popular. Country music, and do you think there's anything such as competition or good competition between artists, or do you think there's a space for everyone?
Yeah, I definitely think every artist is different and has their own, like, there's a trademark for everybody. I
Hmm.
I've really never been someone to like compete with someone really. I've always just wanted to lift everybody up in the industry because I know it can be hard and if you're doing it and putting the time
Yeah.
into um you know just have the drive to be able to uh, I guess just pursue it in the first place. It's really amazing that anyone is able to do that, and I just lift up anybody who loves to do it and is gonna keep pursuing it. I've always just had so much support, so I've always wanted to support others in it as well, especially like young artists.
It's funny when you say young artist and you're so young yourself.
Yeah, I know it's crazy to just
It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's like, wow.
years.
um I
Yeah,
know.
I
when
was.
you
It's just wild.
it's totally wild eyes. It is, yeah, because when you're about 17, 16, 17, and you go into college, and you still have no idea exactly where you want to be, and you're
Yeah.
like, you're studying, and you're like, I've got two, three options. Shall I do this, or shall I be this or that, um, in that specific area? But you were so determined in such a small age, and that's incredible. And to be honest, I've obviously, like I said, we chat to so many country music artists and stuff, and obviously a couple of rock artists. But I've honestly not chatted to anyone who's you know uh, totally knew what they were doing at such a small age. So it's incredible. Uh, it, it is an incredible thing, that is. Yeah, absolutely. And what is in the works at the moment? What is in the works?
Yeah, I'm about to release a new single called Picket Fence here in the next month. I'm very excited. We're working on like promoting that right now. I've had that. I wrote that with Lance Carpenter, a good friend of mine. And yeah, I'm really excited to put this out there. I have a bunch of songs, as I said, I'm wanting to put on a new album in like around January. So in the new year, I'm still writing. I'm trying to find the right songs I want to put on like the project. So but I think I have a good few that I want to put on there. But I'm really excited for what's to come, and uh, with college and everything, I'll be working hard I guess through it all. So yeah, I'm excited for the new music to get out there.
Absolutely, and we'll just display you have a YouTube channel I can see, and it's growing, and it's got all up to date information of your music. So we'll just put it on here. This is Taylor's YouTube channel, youtube.com/Taylon Hope Music. We are obviously, we do feature some of the very talented artists like yourself on the Woman Agenda podcast feature channels, and we will obviously, we are going to add Taylon's channel on there. So if you go onto the Woman Agenda, you will be able to soon see Taylon's music channel on there as well. And you'll be able to see it. Yeah, absolutely. Very exciting stuff you're working on at the moment. Have you ever done a duet?
I've never put out a duet before. No,
Is that something you want to do?
I would love to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've duets with some artists. I've just never recorded with. I've done a lot of harmony stuff. I've just never recorded an actual duet and put it out there.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, you've still got loads of time anyway, so
Yeah.
you've got loads of time. I'm sure you will do. I'm sure that's going to happen at some point. I guess when it's meant to happen, it will definitely happen for sure. Definitely with the right artist. Yeah, and do you get any spare time then after all this
Um,
nonstop?
I definitely do. I have a lot of time to. I work and I've been lifeguarding this summer. I hang out with friends and um
Wow,
I'm just a
that's
normal
incredible. Life. I didn't expect you to say that, but
a normal teen. Uh,
wow.
yeah, I really enjoy doing it. Just doing music. It's just like, it's part of who I am. So I've never known anything different, kind of. So
And what about the social media? Obviously, you probably be on Facebook, Twitter, I guess, and obviously you're on Twitter, obviously because we've chatted on Twitter. But Facebook and stuff, all the good stuff, Instagram, uh, and stuff, yeah, even
yes, I'm on TikTok.
TikTok as well. So you can find Kaylin all on there. Uh, and yeah, that's totally incredible. And who manages your social media? Is it all yourself?
Me, yeah.
That's you as well. Wow,
Mm,
incredible. That's yeah. Do you find it though social media is something which you have to keep on doing every day, like non-stop, social media?
Definitely try to keep people updated. I think it's fun to put music. It's a great way to meet people and put your music out there, and it's a great way that a lot of people have put their music out there, and it's gone big. So I think it's really a great asset for artists to use. Social media is great. So
Yeah, absolutely. It is absolutely amazing thing. Yeah, you have to obviously like a lot of artists, you have to invest time, I guess, in social media. But obviously, so obviously your fans are aware exactly what you're doing. Are you doing any tours, any concerts,
yes,
stuff?
I'm doing a lot this summer, a lot of fairs and a lot of places in Nashville and North Carolina, and it's been awesome. Just trying to get back into the swing of things with fall after I get started with college, and I guess it'll be Christmas before we know it. So I love Christmas music.
Yeah, and we can see that you do have on your website. It does mention that your upcoming tours, which you are doing around the place from Alabama to. There's a few dates I can see on there. You've mentioned a few dates
Hmm.
which you're planning to do. Um, and so is this like how do you as an artist decide, okay, I'm going to be touring these particular cities? Is it like in advance, so many months in advance you decide?
It's just it's really just people who ask you, people who book. I book a lot of my shows. My publicist does, and just depends
Yeah.
on news and everything. So it's awesome to get to play different states, and I'd love to go international sometime and different countries. That's always been a dream of mine is to travel and be able to do my music. So
Yeah. And have you, is there any plan to come to the UK, or have you been to the UK?
I've never been. I would absolutely
Ah,
love to come. Yes.
definitely. And when you do come, you will probably notice that there's lots of crazy country music fans down here.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's really cool.
They
Hmm.
are definitely, whether whether it's the capital, down London, or this is what I've been told. London and these kind of places, Birmingham. There's lots of country music fans, who are into country music now. So yeah, it's becoming a big thing. Country music.
I would
Uh,
love.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. So yeah, so I guess you must be busy today as well then. After this,
I have to go here in about 5 minutes and get to work, but it's
yeah,
been
is
awesome
that
talking.
yeah, it's awesome to have you on here actually. Because it works both ways. You see, so sometimes obviously I have artists who contact myself, and different ways, and then via Facebook, Twitter, and other places, and then obviously sometimes if I see some artists, obviously like yourself, which I've seen, oh, they're doing really well, and thought it'd be great to bring them on. Then I send a message and say, okay, uh, and let's see if mutually we can sort bring them on, and they can it's on there. So you're busy working. Is that being a lifeguard, or is that like your music?
I've got to do some studio work today, so I've got to leave the house here in about 5 minutes
Wow.
and
That's big. Wow, that's very non-stop busy that is.
it is.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna obviously let you go because I know obviously you'll be busy in the studio, so you need to get ready for that.
Thank you.
It has been a pleasure to have you on, Taylon. Thank you very much for your time. Uh, and yeah, absolutely. And don't forget to check her website out. Like I
Yeah,
said, on taylonhopemusic.com. Her YouTube official channel is on the Woman Agenda feature channels. We will add it on there. You'll be able to access it straight away from the Woman Agenda channel. And do subscribe to her channel. It's very up to date, very interesting, and I'm sure you will like it. And all the latest music will be on there as well. And your music, just to quickly mention, your singles are available on Spotify, iTunes, that kind of stuff.
everything like that. It is.
Absolutely, do check it out on iTunes, Spotify, and stuff. Thank you, Taylon. I'll thank you very much. Have a fantastic day and week, and obviously, yeah, and I hopefully, and we will chat soon. Thank you very much, and take care.